rest, search, get. A little concerned about going in that direction. Oh, it's a spider. An injured giant trapdoor spider. I think it destroys me. Slightly injured. Injured. Let me hit it a little bit. Alright, I'm okay. Don't panic. Freehand, activate Book of Spells, detect traps, right. Detect traps, there's a chance. The closer the trap is, the higher the chance that you identify it, or that you sense it. So you can press detect traps, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it finds all the traps on the level. Whereas detect objects does find all the objects on the level. I kind of just want to avoid. I can't avoid it. I have to walk into it. Well, I don't actually. I did avoid it. It's a dark. Oh, it's a snake. I guess the good thing is not this arm. If the good thing is if you're in a dark room, the enemies can't see you either. Oops, what's going on? Get it? Ah, I didn't see it. Alright, good. Let me rest. There's an ant. Holy butts. It's only slightly injured. Alright, let's get those. There must be a secret. Okay, there is a secret door here. Let me disarm this. And then let me look around the rest of the map before I go to where I know the boss encounter is. Actually, if I remember right, the boss encounter is... Oh crap, zombie. The boss encounter is actually not that strong. Maybe I'm wrong though. Acid. So what are we looking at? There's a wand there. You know what, before going up there, let me check these little corridors. Partly it's... I wanna... Oh crap. I'm just gonna back off a little bit. That spider, I kind of moved suboptimally. Critically injured. That thing will kill me if I'm not careful. I missed it? I'm interrupted? Let me like do that and rest. Alright, that's fine. I'm down to 3 mana. I am a little concerned that I don't have enough magic to really... Not disarm. I don't have enough magic to fight the boss. I don't want to sleep down here though. It's kind of dangerous to sleep in a dungeon. Uh-oh. Kobolds. This is the boss encounter. I killed one. I want to like get... Oh no. Alright, I want to get into like here. so I don't fight them all at the same time. There's a freaking goblin fighter. Let me like use that. I'm getting wrecked. Using spells. Rest. I have absolutely... Well, I have 1 mana left. I just restored 1 mana. This is so much trouble if I find another big monster. Well, there's the wand. I guess I can just pick it up and leave. I can also sleep down here, but I don't want to. There's still that. I guess I should go back and explore it. Those are root straw mattresses, by the way. So it's like a barracks. Or then like a room with 4 beds. Ah, just stood on a fire rune. Disarm. I just hit it again. Alright, teleport trap. I do want to disarm it because you get experience from disarming. Disarm, great. So that is the whole level. Let's get out of here before we get into too much more trouble. We don't want to look for any other enemies. Ah. Huh. Neutralize poison costs 3 mana is the problem. So if I fight it, and I get poisoned, and I don't have enough mana to neutralize the poison, then I'm kind of screwed. I'm just gonna like not fight it. I guess I can sleep until mana's restored, go back. No, I don't want to do it. Okay, let's not do that. I mean, it's experience. It's a little bit of grind. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Sleep, and then come down here and like kill the stuff that's already down here. I mean, he might have copper too on him, this guy. Right, and I get that. Rest. Wasn't there another viper there? And like just shoot him. Got him. Alright, let's get out of here. On inspiration, you read the scrap of parchment. I mean, you were supposed to read it when you're down there, I think. But if you don't read it, it will automatically read it when you leave the cave. You examine the scrap of paper carefully, which turns out to be part of a message in a strange blood-red script. The top part is missing, but you can make out the following. ... is dead. Return to the fortress north of Briannahaven and await my orders. I repeat, stop at nothing to ensure this danger is removed. It is signed at the bottom with a single ornate S, with flames entwining the letter. As you stare at the flames, they seem to flicker and dance, and you feel the paper grow hot in your hands. You hurriedly drop it as the paper bursts into flames, and you watch in shock as the ashes fall to the ground. Self-combusting paper. Your stomach feels a bit queasy with worry, and you think maybe you should head back to the hamlet. Dun dun dun! Head back to the hamlet. You are almost home. Ahead of you, the path winds another half mile around the hills north of the hamlet. Your pack rests heavily on your shoulders, shifting slightly with each step you take. The enigmas of the mine still nag at you. Why were those fell creatures encamped therein? From where did they come? And what was the meaning of the scrap of parchment you recovered at the bottom? Question mark. As you round the last hill, a sharp smoky smell fills your nostrils. Burning thatch? Question mark. Hastily, you drop your pack and jog to the wrecked gate. Heavy smoke hangs in the air, charred timbers still smolder from the ruins of houses. The air lies eerily quiet, missing the babble of a living hamlet, the cries of children, the cackle of poultry. A wrecked wagon lies overturned in the middle of the road. Two vultures start at your intrusion and flap away heavily. With horror, you suddenly understand part of the message fragment you found in the mine. ... is dead. Return to the fortress north of Biana Haven and await my orders. I repeat, stop at nothing to ensure this danger is removed. This was no random act of destruction, and neither was the burning of your farm. Somebody ordered this. Somebody who saw danger in this humble hamlet or in its inhabitants. Shocked, you realize that this savage act must have been aimed at you. None of these villagers had traveled more than a league from home in their entire lives. You were not born here, but far away. You lost your godparents in a similar horrific act of arson. You must be the danger. You wonder again at your unknown past, which again has proven deadly to those you loved. And you swear once again to exact vengeance against those responsible. I mean, you keep saying that, but people keep dying. You keep saying you exact vengeance, but everyone around you dies, and it's all your fault. Anyway, once more you ponder the scrap of parchment. The town of Biana Haven lies but a day's journey down the highway to the west. Perhaps you should exercise your growing skills against this fortress. Fortress. You kick aside a piece of broken gate, then, remembering your dropped pack, head back up the path to recover it. Biana's Haven awaits you. Alright, so it's a day's journey to the west. And this is the burning village. The smoldering remains of a building. Everybody's dead. A poisoned well. Even the temple is burned. Alright, good times. So let's go ahead and go to Biana's Haven. This town doesn't even have a name, does it? It's just a nameless hamlet. Going to the west. You journey along the highway for a full day and reach the village of Biana's Haven. And here we are at the village. So with the village, look at that, a wealthy looking villa of buildings. So we have the junk store again, the village sage again, we have a bank. Look at this. You can deposit your money in the bank and you will receive a letter of credit good in the town shops. So as you accumulate more and more money, eventually all the gold and platinum becomes so heavy that it actually slows you down. You can like deposit the money in the bank and then it lightens your load. Isn't that great? So here we are. I'm going to go ahead and identify this stuff. Cursed mace. Damn it. Scroll of clairvoyance. Gauntlets. Cursed gauntlets of protection. Wow, those suck. Wand of detects objects 10 charges. Alright, let's go to the junk store. Throw away the broken boots. I don't have shoes, by the way. Throw away the distillation. Broken shield. Cursed mace. Broken belt. Man, look at all this junk. Cursed protection. And then we check out these shops, right? Look at this stuff. Enchanted Morning Star. Increases the character's chance to hit, increases the character's damage. Isn't that awesome? Strongly increases the character's chance to... Okay, I can't afford that. I only have half the gold. Holy crap! Increases the character's damage, strongly increases the character's constitution, very strongly increases the character's chance to hit. We want this kind of stuff, right? Look at this. It costs 23,000 copper. but very strongly increases the character's chance to hit. Basically, you don't miss as much. That's pretty useful. 20,000 very strongly increases the character's chance to hit. Strongly increases the character's damage. So at some point, we want to find and use these enchanted weapons. At the moment, the only one I can actually afford is this one. And it's only very slightly better. Anyway, one thing at a time. Let's check out the armor. Enchanted Gauntlets of Slaying strongly increases the character's chance to hit, strongly increases the character's damage. I might just buy this. Look at this. For 7,000, you get strongly for both of those. Whereas the weapons, it costs twice as much for strongly. You see that? I might actually buy the this might be the most cost-effective thing to buy right now. Enchanted Small Iron Shield strongly increases the character's armor value. Scale Mail, which is just like heavier mail or heavier armor. I think this is the way to go. I have just enough gold for that. Let me look around a little bit more first. Enchanted Boots of Levitation. When wielded, makes the character levitate until removed. So when you levitate, you miss a lot of the traps. Like the pit traps, the acid traps, the pools, and then some of them depend on like pressure plates to activate. So a lot of the traps you just completely miss, and later on you have trapdoors that drop you into a lower level. You really want to miss those if possible. So if we can find an enchanted or just purchase a Boots of Levitation, that would be great too. I don't know if we need it yet, though. For now, let me just like sell. Actually, no, don't do that. Heal mine. Let me sell that one, sell that one, sell that one, and I want to sell the wands, but this guy takes the wands. Detect objects. Oh, that's a lot of copper, huh? Pendant of Resist Cold and Resist Fire. So we haven't fought any fire or cold monsters yet, but eventually they'll start doing like elemental damage, and eventually we'll get elemental spells too. More strength, more intelligence. Magic arrow we don't need. So now I have 13,000. Here's the question. Do I spend 11,000 on the Boots of Levitation? I mean, eventually we will find Boots of Levitation, but that's like you don't know when you're gonna find it. The sooner you like equip it, the fewer traps you set off. But is that more important than the Gauntlets of Slaying, which allow you to fight enemies a lot more effectively? I think the Gauntlets of Slaying are worth more than... they're more important right now than the Boots of Levitation. Because it's not just like normal, it's not just like increases, it strongly increases. Which is better than just increases, in case you don't know. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna buy the Gauntlets of Slaying, and that gives me a 1,500. You know, I'm not that far off from actually getting the... Maybe I can just afford it. Hold on, let me do this first. Yeah, for sure. So if I can scrape together another 4,000 copper, I can get that. What's this worth? 1,500. That's worth 2,100. Oh, that's enough, isn't it? Oh man, I lose 2 armor value. But I think I do it. I think I just want the boots. I mean, enchanted capes of protection aren't that uncommon. And the ring of protection, you find better rings later on. I mean, you want like the strength and intelligence anyway. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Ring and cape and boots. Alright, I think I'm happy with this. And anything else we find, anything else we would want to like replace, we're gonna have to find in the dungeons because we have no copper left. Alright, so I'm gonna save here. And I believe I'm gonna take a break. When we come back in the next video, we check out the fortress. And this is, I mean, this is basically Castle of the Winds. It's just you go into the dungeon, kill things, grab loot, come back to town, sell stuff, buy better stuff, and then go back down again. Basically Diablo. Basically Diablo before Diablo. And I mean, it's turn-based. The graphics are bad. And there's no sound. But in terms of just gameplay, it's just a solid gameplay loop, right? Anyway, see you next video. Where's my, oh, constraint, okay, let me, oh, tab.